Philly, you just had we saw on Twitter that you had tweeted about
follow me on Twitter?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, just about the Northwestern game and that being a big game because it's Ohio State, not Northwestern. Is there anything you want to correct or maybe expand on?
No, nothing. No, I'm just saying, like, because of the amount of games that we've won in a row, you know, everybody's waiting for our downfall. But I mean, the way that the team's working right now, we're playing right now, I just don't see that happening.
Phil, you kind of seem to be putting a lot of confident tweets out recently. Do you feel the need to kind of step up and speak? Because, you know, like on ESPN, there's a lot of negative or discussions about you guys. I mean, do you feel the need recently to kind of come out and say some of the things that you've been saying?
No, I mean, it's just the way I feel. I mean, whatever I tweeted, I mean, I meant. And I mean, when people take shots at our team, I mean, it's like taking shots at my family. You know, I take that personal. So, I mean, whatever I say on Twitter or whatever, I mean, I really mean it.
When you hear that stuff on ESPN or on the internet or whatever, you said that you take that personally, but how important do you think that maybe putting some of those thoughts out there are for maybe standing up for your team?
I mean, I think a lot of those people that on ESPN that do those shows, I mean, they're the same way as all the haters that we have around here. They say we got a weak schedule or whatever, so they say that we're not ready for the big game or whatever. But I mean, we're just gonna keep doing the same thing that we've been doing, and we're gonna keep winning. So I mean, you're only gonna hold us down for so long.
What do the coaches say or think? Do they like when you guys put out tweets that you know, portray your confidence?
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, our coach, we don't really talk about social media too much. I mean, that's such a minor issue with everything else that's going on right now.
Nobody's ever brought up anything you've tweeted to you?
No.
Yeah.
Does it matter how you guys win to you personally, does it matter how you win as long as you win?
Oh, not at all. I mean, whether you win by 1 point or 100, a win is a win to us. And with the streak that we got going right now, we'll take a win any way we can get it.
But as a player, would you like to see, you know, like the other night, I think you guys were up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to see, put the foot on the gas in the fourth quarter instead of just, playing to hang on and win, put more points up?
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. Whatever Coach Herman feels like doing, I mean, at the end of the day, he's the offensive coordinator. Coach Myers the head coach, so whatever they draw up, I mean, you can't be mad at it. I mean, it's working.
Philly, why have y'all gotten so good at the deep ball, but also throwing the ball? Explain. Are you a little surprised by how proficient y'all have been scoring points with the thrown ball?
Not at all. I mean, not with the amount of work we did in the offseason with Braxton and Kenny G, and as much pressure as Coach Meyer put on us to get better as a unit. I think that this was kind of expected, especially me as a leader. I had to step up and kind of make all the wideouts accountable for what they had to do so we could have the season that we're having right now.
You guys are on a record pace, though, as far as touchdown passes are concerned. Is that surprising to you, or do you think it'll keep up?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely going to keep up, and I don't. It's not surprising me at all because the way we practice. I mean, we practice so hard that the games come so easy to us. So, as long as we keep up this work ethic that we have right now, I mean, it's going to continue.
How do you hold some of those younger guys? Give us an idea of the things that you may say to like Devin and Evan to sort of hold them accountable, because Coach gave you a lot of credit today for being the leader of that group and really stepping up.
For Devin and Evan, you don't have to say much to them anymore. I mean, they're juniors now, and then they're mature. They played a lot of football here as well as I have. So for people like them, you don't have to say much. I mean, but for people like Dontre and stuff like that, you just kind of force them to work with you, even when they don't want to work. You kind of make them work, and a long time, I mean, he starts to get the work ethic that you have.
With Evan specifically, at the beginning of the year, a lot was said about how well he blocked, but now it's coming full circle on a lot of things, making plays just as a blocker and through the air. What have you seen in terms of his development this year and kind of where he is now for a playmaker for you guys?
I mean, Evan's a beast. I mean, in the weight room, he trained I never seen him train as hard as he did this offseason, especially getting stronger, routes and hands and everything. But I mean, on the field, I mean, it's really paying off for him. And I'm happy to see him succeed like he is, especially because he does a lot of the dirty work for us. So for him to go out there and catch as many touchdowns as anybody else, I'm happy for him.
I feel like before the game, there's a lot of chatter. Should it be Kenny? Should it be Braxton? Braxton kind of put that to rest. Internally within the team, did you guys kind of feel like Braxton's our guy, and he went out and showed what you felt was coming?
I mean, Braxton is our guy. At the end of the day, I mean, he's the starter. But I mean, no one was really too concerned about that because I mean, Kenny's done a heck of a job in the games that he's played this year. So, I mean, I think it was a game time decision. So, I mean, whatever it was, whatever quarterback went out on the field with us, we were really confident with.
Regardless of this, you said, you know, we made this a big game. It is a big game. Is it harder to get back up for a big game after having just played a big game?
No, not at all. I mean, this is what you come here for. You come here to play in the big games. You know, a night game on the road. I mean, there's nothing better than this.
What did you do it yourself last year? I mean, the coaches said that you know, they thought that you were like 3/4 bought in last year. What did you do within yourself to sort of like, you know, give us an idea if you had a conversation with yourself to sort of change things around?
Oh, I mean, Coach Meyer makes us do self-evaluations where we fill out little forms of what we think about ourselves, and then he fills out what he thinks about us. So, I mean, maybe that was a little eye-opener. And then, I mean, you got to realize at some point, I mean, if this is what you want to do, you know, for your future and how you want to take care of your family, a lot's got to change. And, I mean, obviously when I first got here or my first couple years here weren't as good as they should have been. So now I'm just kind of trying to make up for lost time.
What you thought about yourself and what he thought about you, were those like night and day?
Oh, nah, we were on the same page for the most part. I think that's why we get along now.
Was his page longer than yours?
Nah.
The loss of Christian, what do you lose with him not being around?
A great leader. You know, Christian is the leader of our defense, the heart and soul of our defense, a big energy guy, a dude that's out there making plays and letting everybody know. And I think when we got Christian out there, when the defense is on those long drives, 8-9 play drives, Christian's the guy that can keep the defense up, and maybe there's the reason why we're getting goal line stops.
Corey, your first Big Ten road game last year, the team took a big leap forward. Does this team have that in them, or have you pretty much tapped a lot of your potential already? Oh
no, I mean there's always room for improvement. I always say that, and when you go back at the film, you see a lot of mistakes that we've made. So I mean, I think that as a team, we've matured a lot, but I mean, as far as where we can be, the sky's the limit.
You guys hit the ground running at Cal on your first big road trip of the year, 2,500 miles away. What did you see that you liked about the team, maybe Friday and Saturday, that told you that would be the case? We had a different style of run through Friday, and you could tell it was all business, and everybody was all locked in, and you could tell everybody was ready. And I mean, we went out to the stadium, Buckeye Nation represented like no other, so it kind of felt like a home game. Do you feel like Dontre Wilson is a step or two away from a big play? Just what do you see in him? Obviously, you're talking with him a lot, I would think, mentoring him or whatever, but what do you see coming from him?
Playmaker. Dontre's going to be a ridiculous player here at Ohio State, and I mean, obviously he has a lot of stuff to clean up, and that's why he doesn't play as much as he should. But I feel like as he matures, he can potentially be one of the best players to ever play here.
What do you guys make of the punter with the funny accent here? Do you guys talk to him much? I mean, have you talked, sat down to learn anything about him?
I mean, no one really makes fun of him, but I mean, clearly the way he talks is funny, so sometimes Coach Meyer will joke around with him a little bit, but I mean, he's well respected on his team, especially by the way he punts the ball.
Northwestern already has 10 interceptions in the 4 games they've played this year. Does that mean anything to you? Do you have to do anything different when you go up against a team that can theft the ball like that?
No. I mean, we're going to come out this week and we're going to prepare like we have any other week, and we're going to, whatever the game plan is, we're just going to try to execute it to the best we can.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.